In this video, we're going to talk about all the alcoholic drinks you should look for when visiting Brazil. Brazil's big on cachaça, which is the main alcohol distilled in Brazil. Some countries have bourbon and whiskey, others have vodka, others have tequila, and Brazil's big on cachaça. And it is what we use to make caipirinhas. So you can either have a shot of cachaça, and the way to drink a shot of cachaça is to drink it slowly. You never down it. So it's not a vodka shot, it's not a tequila shot, it's a cachaça shot where you just drink it ever so slowly. You sip it, really let the flavors take over, and then you work on that little glass shot over maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. And that's the proper way to appreciate it. But the most popular drink made from cachaça is the caipirinha. Caipirinha took over the world roughly 25 years ago. It took over Europe easily. It's very popular in Latin America, even though they don't have the cachaça, but it's still found in a lot of these places. And it has taken over parts of the US. It hasn't blown up like margaritas have, but it is still a delicious drink. It's basically lime, sugar, cachaça, and ice. Those three crunched together, shaken, and it's just a refreshing drink that you can have on any hot nights in Brazil, which are most of them. What's cool about caipirinha is that it's a formula. So it's basically a fruit and an alcohol, and you can choose whether you want a different type of fruit. So you can have, for instance, pineapple, strawberries, jabuticaba, which is a Brazilian fruit. You can have cashew fruit, not the nut, but cashew fruit. You can have tangerines. You can have lychee. So all these fruits can be mixed with cachaça or vodka or rum, and they all work out to become a very delicious caipirinha. When tasting a caipirinha, make sure that it isn't too sweet, because then you basically have to water it down with water or more cachaça. And if it is not sweet enough, then you can add more sweetener or sugar to it till it balances out. That's the first thing. The second thing is the traditional caipirinha was served always in a small glass. And that it's been like that till about 20 years. And then recently people have been realizing that more is better. So larger caipirinha glasses, maybe a pint, or maybe sometimes even a little bit bigger, have become popular at some bars. So you have to consider the cost benefit so that you don't get stuck buying small caipirinhas at an expensive price. So if you're buying them small, look for a cheaper price tag on those caipirinhas. The nickname for them are caipis. The second extremely popular drink in Brazil is beer. The popular types of beer in Brazil are bottled beer or chopp, which is draft beer, basically drawn from a tap. If you buy the bottle beer, you don't drink it by yourself. It's like 600 milliliter bottle. You don't drink it by yourself. If it's a long neck, then yes, you can have one drinker. But if you go to a bar and they bring you a 600 milliliter bottle, then you serve it in small glasses and you pour everybody before you pour it to yourself. This is just common etiquette in Brazilian bars. You never pour yourself and then the other person. It's always the other person and then yourself last, if you're pouring the beer. The usual beer that most Brazilians drink is the Pilsen, or a very light beer, because after all, it is hot. You want to drink a lot without getting too stuffed. If you order an IPA or APA, stout, or any of these other beers that are heavier, you will have one or two beers and then you won't be able to enjoy it anymore. And it's still going to be a hot night, and you still want to hydrate, but you can't all of a sudden. So a very light beer does very well. Especially if you're on the beach, you're going to look for any of the traditional Pilsen beers that Brazilians have everywhere, which is Brahma, Skol, Antarctica, Amstel Light from Netherlands, Heineken, same, and Stella Artois from Belgium. These you can find everywhere. But Original is a very good beer, sold in bottle and can, and available just about everywhere, and it's 100% malt beer.